Hi there, I'm Hope with Health to Beauty Nails, and today I am trying the Angelfeet File for the very first time. Make sure you like and subscribe, turn on that little notification bell while you're at it, and let's just jump right into it. So as I said, today I'm trying the Angelfeet foot file for the very first time. People rave about this file, so I'm super excited to try it. I typically use my e-file for all of my pedicuring, so that includes doing my callus exfoliation with an electric file and using a bit for that. I'm gonna do one side with my Angelfeet file and one side with my Simone Keller Inox sandpaper based foot file. So we'll see what happens and let's just get right to it. All right, so here is my foot. As you can see, I don't have a ton of callus, but I do have a little bit of dry and a bit harder skin around the edge of my heel, up here on the ball of my foot, the side of my big toe, and I get a little bit on the outside of my foot there as well. So I'm gonna use the Gewalt Callus Softener Foam, and you shake it up a little bit and it kind of comes out in this little bit of a foam, and I'm gonna just kind of work that into my foot. One of the great things about this callus softener is that it does not require rinsing. So if you do waterless pedicures, this is a great one to use. The Angelfeet file has two sides, one that's slightly coarser and then one that's super duper fine. So I'm gonna start with the coarse side, just going around my heel. And it feels super smooth. And I don't know if you can see, but there's definitely like some peelies happening of some dead skin coming off of the heel, which is great. That's what we want. And it's starting to feel pretty smooth. All right, let's try up here a little bit. I mean, it feels super gentle, which is nice. It doesn't feel super abrasive. So I think that this would be a really great one to use on maybe more elderly clients or diabetics, people who you want to be super gentle with, people who don't need a ton of filing. There's a lot more coming off up here than I expected. I mean, you can see this file is starting to get kind of gnarly. All that dead skin is coming off. All right, so I went ahead, used that coarse side all over the foot. Still got little peelies all over. So I wiped my foot on my towel a little bit, and now I'm gonna go through with my finer side and just smooth and seal the skin. I mean, this almost feels like nothing's happening, but I know that there is some very small and fine abrasive on this side. So it does feel like it's just really smoothing, almost sealing the skin. This side feels almost just like a buffer, super duper gentle. I mean, I gotta say, it does feel super smooth. A nice thing about this too, the smooth side, is that it feels smooth enough to kind of go in the arch of my foot where I don't really have callus, but seems like I have a little bit of dead skin that's kind of just rolling off. All right, so I think that'll do it for the filing. Everything feels super smooth. I do really quite like the way that feels. Other side now, I'm using 100 grit on one side and 220 on the other. I'm using the 100 grit just around the heel. I prefer to go a little more on the gentle side, especially for someone like me. I don't have a ton of extra callus. It's a little awkward doing this with my left hand. And I'm not using any callus softener with this guy. I like to use my sandpaper files dry. But you can definitely see we got some dead skin coming off. All right, now I'm gonna go around and smooth with the 220 side of this file. Alrighty, I think that'll do it. Here is my sandpaper filed foot. I really like the results of a sandpaper file on dry skin. Everything gets super smooth and I find that you have really long lasting results. So there you go. There's the after for the sandpaper side. This is the Angelfeet File side. This is my cream that I'm using, Go Walls Blue. This is really nice. It has a bit of urea, some essential oils, and you can even put it in between the toes because it has some antifungal properties as well. This feels really nice too. And there you go. The after of the Angelfeet File side. I really enjoy this. I think that this would be a great tool to use on elderly folks, people with more fragile skin, the immunocompromised, because this is super duper gentle and you really don't want to risk abrading a client at all. So this would probably be something that I use for folks that don't need a lot of exfoliation, or I want to make sure that I'm being extra super gentle. I think I might also try this on some clients after I do my e-file exfoliation, just to really give a nice final buff to everything and get everything super duper smooth. I'm excited to have this as part of my toolbox. I still really like the results of my Simone Keller Inox sandpaper based foot file. Using a sandpaper file on dry skin gives beautiful results that really last a long time. I would say the results that I got from these two today are super comparable. It really just comes down to preference. So if you like to use a callus softener, try the Angel file. If you like to go just totally dry, do the sandpaper based file. Both of these are going to be excellent. This one obviously is totally disinfectable and autoclavable. This obviously, these pads are one use. They come, they're totally sterile. You toss it, you can disinfect and sterilize the actual file itself. So both are great. I'm happy to have all of these tools in my arsenal so I can really customize my pedicure to what each client needs. Every client and situation is different, so it's great to have many different kinds of tools so that we can best serve each individual client. I will say I found the sandpaper to be a little bit faster, so if someone has a lot of extra callus, I'd probably go the sandpaper route. For me, because I'm used to using my electric file, I don't want to be spending a lot of time really kind of using my arm in this motion. I don't want to throw out my shoulder. I want to have longevity in my career. So I'm still going to choose to continue to use my electric file for most of my exfoliation. But I think this is a great thing to use to finish up the exfoliation, or like I said, on specific kinds of clients. I gotta say, I'm a fan of both of these products. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you have tried the Angelfeet Foot File and what your favorite exfoliation tool is for pedicures. I would love to know. I'm constantly interested in hearing what people are using. One more reminder to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.